Good morning, students. We are discussing the topic similar triangles. Yeah, of course. The previous classes we learned about what is meant by similarity, what are the similar polygons. The next we came to know about the properties of similar triangles. And the next we learned about basic proportionality theorem, which is also called as Thales theorem, and it is most important theorem. Keep a star for that one. The second one we are going to learn today is converse of basic proportionality theorem, which we call in short form as CBPT, that is converse of basic proportionality theorem. The statement here is given as if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in proportion, then it is parallel to the third side. Observe carefully. I said you earlier, you must be able to understand the statement first of all. If a line, that means we need a line. Where is this line? Divides. Whom it is dividing? Any two sides. Whose sides? Now we go there in a triangle. So your main concept is present at the triangle. Now we need to draw a triangle. Okay. Now this is the triangle ABC. Let us name it as ABC. So triangle is given. Now go back. If a line is drawn, you have to draw that divides any two sides. Okay. So I am drawing a line. Let this line be DE. So basing this diagram, we need to write the given. Given ABC is a triangle. Okay. DE line divides AB line segment and AC line segment such that AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So this is what given. Now you observe, if a line, we have taken a line, divides any two sides of a triangle in proportion, that means it is dividing in proportion, then what is to prove here? It is parallel to the third side. What is it here? It means the line. It divides it is parallel to the third side, that means this line, the line DE. So to prove here, to prove DE line parallel to third side, we have taken the two sides AB and AC to divide. The third side is nothing but BC. So DE line parallel to BC line segment. Now how to prove this one? We follow contradiction method. So you know, in chapter 1 real numbers we have that one. In contradiction method, we make a construction and we assume that DE line is not parallel to BC line segment. DE line is not parallel to BC. So if this line is not parallel, we can think any other line may be parallel. So I assume here, let DF line parallel to BC line segment. Let DF line is parallel to BC line segment. That means it is a construction. So we have to make a DF line construction here, isn't it? So I am drawing a line DF. See, this line is parallel to BC line segment. You may think, sir, this is a cross, how it is parallel? So we are assuming, not it is clear, okay? It is an assumption, DF is parallel to BC. So whenever you take parallel, I said you yesterday, parallel means your mind must ring a tone that BPT, BPT, BPT. Parallel, whenever you listen parallel, your mind should say about BPT, BPT, BPT. What is BPT telling to us? Yeah, very good, Nana, very good. Whenever a line is parallel to one side, it divides the other two sides in same ratio. You write here, coming to the proof. Okay, from construction and by basic proportionality theorem. This is the construction. DF line is parallel to BC, and by this construction and by the basic proportionality theorem, we say that AD by DB is equal to AF by FC. AD by DB is equal to AF by FC. But you observe here what is given to us. AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Now here AD by DB is equal to AF by FC. I can substitute that one here. So implies AE by EC is equal to AF by FC. Where did you get this one? We get this one from the given. Now here you are equal. AE by EC is equal to AF by FC. We have them on the same side, but nothing is equal there. So I want to make that one equal. I add 1 on both sides. So AE by EC plus 1 is equal to AF by FC plus 1. We know that if you add or subtract or multiply or divide same number on both sides, the equation does not change. So now I am going to take the LCM. Okay. So what do we get here? EC is the LCM. Now this is AE plus EC into 1 EC is equal to, here I am taking the LCM, FC. Now here you have FC. So AF plus FC into 1 FC. Now observe carefully what is AE plus EC. Observe, come on, tell me. AE plus EC. That means total AC. It's good. Very good. Very nice. So AE plus EC gives you AC now. Gives you AC. By what is there present for you? EC is equal to, and the other side AF plus FC. Observe, AF plus FC gives you again AC. AC by FC. Is there any common in both of them? Yeah, very good. AC is common. You can cancel AC. So what do you get there? EC is equal to FC. Observe carefully. EC, FC, are they equal? No. But it is saying they are equal. So this is possible when F comes and joins with the E. If F comes and joins with the E, then this line turns as DF. Okay, this is DF. When this E comes and meets E, so this DF becomes D. Okay. Now I write here, it is possible only if F coincide with E. It is possible only if F coincide with E. Therefore, our assumption is false. What we thought in the construction, we are thinking that DF, DE is not parallel, but now we are thinking that F and E are coincided. So that means, therefore, our assumption is false. Whatever we thought in the assumption, that is false. That means DE line is parallel to BC line segment. DE line parallel to BC line segment. Did you understand? This is the most important theorem 2. That is nothing but converse of basic proportionality theorem. There we have taken a triangle first of all. We said that AD is the line dividing in the same ratios, and we want to prove that DE parallel to BC. And now in the proof, what did we take? By the construction BPT, we said that AD by DB is equal to AF by FC. After that one, AD by DB is equal to AE by EC in the given. We substituted, added 1 on both sides, and we got AC cancelling. We get AC is equal to FC. It is possible only if F coincide with E. That is, our assumption is false.